I think Clean Break's just a really powerful company and everything that they're trying to push and the kind of plays that they produce. For me, I come from like a background of family members who have lived experiences of the themes in the play, and it was like an honour to get the chance to audition for them. And then when I got the part, it was like I couldn't believe it, because it is a new play as well, and because of where it's at, it feels like you're part of like a step forward for the history of like women in theatre.
The start of the process with Clean Break was immediately a contrast to work that I'd done before in theatre, and firstly because on the first day of the meet and greet I was surrounded by 60 other women, and I'd never been in the presence of so much female energy in that size space, and with the absence of male energy, and that was noticeable. And then we spent a week at Clean Break, and I think maybe day 2, Roisin, the director, said, okay, I want to create a checklist of things that we're going to do every day, and let's just go around the room and talk about things that we found useful in other rehearsal processes, and we'll pick bits out, the things that you really like, and we'll make a list, and that's kind of our contract for the rehearsal period. The first thing, I think, was to have a check-in every morning and a check-out at the end of every day. And that was difficult to get used to at first, because I'd never done anything like that in any rehearsal place. It's all about turning up on time and being very professional. But actually, that practice helped you draw a line between the personal and the professional, because it helped you just acknowledge what you were bringing in, let it go, and then just start working as an ensemble in that room. So that was a lovely new thing that, you know, if given the chance, I'd like to take into other rehearsal spaces.
Yeah, and for me it's kind of the other way around, is that I don't really know any different, and I feel really lucky to have that. So it just goes to show you can kind of take a sprinkle of Clean Break with you in any project that you do.
Clean Break truly have changed me, and I don't say that lightly. I take forward their ethos and I take it forward with me. It makes me think constantly about not to judge, to be patient, to be kind, to think behind what somebody is showing, constantly. And I love that. I love that I've had that experience.
In our first week at Clean Break, Tracy Anderson, the support manager at Clean Break, came in and did a workshop on trauma with us, which was hugely helpful. I mean, it was funny and uplifting whilst dealing with how to tackle issues that might be really painful for you or your colleagues, and it was done in such a skillful way, wasn't it? And we all left buzzing. You know, it was on the call sheet, we've got a trauma workshop, and I thought, oh God. But actually by the end of it, it was so uplifting, and you really did feel supported, because she'd given us tools in order to help us cope, but also she'd made us feel like people cared.
I think it's really important to speak and think about what your needs are, and in particular for Dixon and Daughters, I've asked to have a bath in my dressing room, which I'm really lucky that the National Theatre can provide, because that is part of a needed process, ritual of me as an actor with this part in particular, to literally let Lee, or the character, wash away from me after a show.
If you know, you have the fortune of being offered a part in a Clean Break play, I would say if you care about theatre, about people, about healing, about creativity, about society, about the stories of people that aren't heard, then just embrace it and take advantage of the resources that are offered, and watch and listen and be open-hearted. And it's such a privilege. For me, without realising it, it feels like a dream. It feels like one of those jobs that I will always think on. What a special experience.
Clean Break lead with heart, they lead with compassion. And I think to be an actor coming into this, that's exactly the attributes you need as well. Come in open, come in ready to embrace all what it means to be working with Clean Break, because it will enrich your own life as well. And it actually enriches you as a performer as well. And so that's what I would say, come open.